On people, it's your man, Mr. Controversy here, representing the 3 point conversion. Did you miss me? And yes, you know this is my NFL diary. It's a lot to talk about. Well, actually, it's not too much, but it's a few things I want to talk about and touch on. First of all, definitely want to say congrats to all the Hall of Fame inductees. It was a great night. When you think about it, it was perfect because for that day in the NFL, nothing bad happened that day. You think about all of the scandal that's been going on within the past year with the Ray Rice situation, Greg Hardy, Ray McDonald, Alden Smith, Tom Brady, just so much trash, so much. I mean, just making the NFL look bad, and it's sad because I'm a big NFL fan, and I'm pretty sure if you're an NFL fan, you definitely agree. But it was good to see. I was glad to see that for one day the NFL could just relax. The NFL base fan base, sport period, could just relax and enjoy some great down home, just good cheering, good laughing. I mean, tears flowed. It was just good to see that. Kudos to Junior Seau's daughter for coming up big, having the courage to come out and speak. I like the way the NFL handled that. Also, Charles Haley was funny. I mean, to everyone, Bettis probably to me had the best speech of all, but everybody was good. And man, didn't Will Shields look like he can play another year? That Joker looked young, didn't he? So it was great to see the inductees come in and just like I said, give football a rest from just tragic behavior or just downfall. So it was good. So with the Hall of Fame coming on, I mean the Hall of Fame inductees, that ceremony happened. That meant football was right around the corner, and sure enough, football came on that next Sunday or the next day, and it was pretty good. It was good for me because I haven't seen football since forever. But a lot of people say the game was boring. Teddy Bridgewater only played one series. Adrian Peterson didn't play. Um, Ben Roethlisberger didn't play. There's a lot of people that didn't play, but at the same time, still see some tackling, fumbles, drop passes, sacks. It was just good to see the NFL back. So from here on out till I think beginning of February to Super Bowl Sunday in February, we won't miss any action of football. Great. So now I have to get down to this situation with Geno and how that took place. So actually, I've heard a lot of things. Heard a lot of things as far as it was over $600, which seems to be true. And they say Geno got sucker punched. That's what I heard. But I just heard a report from Ian Rappaport. Shout out to Big Ian Rappaport on NFL Network. And he was saying that he heard from a reliable source that was in the locker room that it happened where, of course, it's about the money and Geno didn't pay. So I can't even pronounce the guy, linebacker's name, but he stepped to Geno and confronted him, was like, where's my money? Basically, yo, where's my money at? Geno got bad and put his finger in his face. This is a inside source from the locker room that and Rappaport was reporting about that he said he heard from, and he said Geno put his finger in his face and the linebacker's face, waving his finger like, "Yo, I'll pay you when I'm ready." And dude socked him, dude stole on him. So next thing you know, Geno's out 6 to 10 weeks. So if that's the case, I don't call that a sucker punch. I mean, I think the linebacker reacted, off. It was a quick reaction. He didn't think probably, but you don't put your finger in no grown man's face. I'm sorry, just don't do that. But at the same time, the linebacker was wrong, definitely wrong. And now Geno is out 6 to 10 weeks. So for most Jets fans, a lot of Jets fans I hear is happy, which is bogus. Um, I even made a joke earlier today that I probably wouldn't be surprised if the general managers or some of the coaches was like, yes, inside. But it's sad. I thought Geno was going to show up. But this is my issue with that situation. Geno, a lot of people saying it's Geno's fault because he's not commanding the locker room. I don't think that has nothing to do with respect in the locker room. That was a one-on-one beef. Now, my problem is it took place and it happened. Yes, usually if somebody will get in a fight, you're in the locker room, you're supposed to break it up. You don't let stuff like that happen. I mean, I don't care. I don't care if it's about money, women, whatever. You don't let that stuff happen. But the fact that he's a quarterback, you don't let that happen to your quarterback. Like, what happened to that? I mean, is it that Geno doesn't command respect? I don't know. But still, back in the days when I watched football, you didn't let anyone hit your quarterback, whether it was in practice. I remember if you hit the quarterback in practice, even by accident, especially if you was a rookie or a young player, the offensive lineman, if not two of them, two or three, will pick you up, slam you to the ground, cuss you out while you on the ground, shove you in the helmet, and step over you. But it seems like that's not happening. I don't know, because you go back to the Cam Newton situation. Look what happened to Cam Newton. Cam Newton getting a scuffle with a cornerback. He tried to throw an interception, play was over, but he wanted to make a tackle, wanted to prove a point, and they got into it. They got into a little scuffle. Yeah, it didn't turn out all that bad, but everybody's pulling Cam off and then pulling the guy off, separating them. No, I know Cam commands respect. I mean, look what he came through or came from after that accident and played and led him to a playoff. So, playoff victory, as a matter of fact. So I know he has respect. So it has nothing to do with respect. But why didn't they beat up that cornerback? You don't mess with the quarterback. They should have got that DB, all of them, and stumped that dude down. Not necessarily hurt him, but you know what I'm saying? Send a message. You don't touch the quarterback. I don't care how mad you are. You don't touch our quarterback. He's our leader. This is our prize. If Cam goes down, what's going to happen then? So I'm asking what's going on. I know if that happened in New England, we all know, because, yeah, Tom Brady's a star. If it happened in Denver, Seattle, Green Bay, don't know about Chicago, but it should, no matter how bad the quarterback is or how light the quarterback is, that's your quarterback. I mean, we need a T.O. moment right here. That's my quarterback. What happened to that? I don't know. I even heard, hold on. Okay. Wow. Okay. So I heard a source that they're saying now that the Patriots had something to do with that. So, Patriots always into everything, so you just never know. I mean, but anyway, hopefully they get it together. I'm glad football's back. A lot of fights in training camp. Speaking of fights, look at Dez Bryant's situation. Look at Washington. We already talked about Carolina. It's a lot going on. I mean, but that's normal as far as scuffles within practice. I get that. But at the same time, I ask the question, is it good? Me, I tend to believe, I think it's good. I think because we all know that they're getting tired of hitting each other. They're competing. So that means that first preseason game, they're going to be ready to play. But not only that, your team comes together. Like, I love the situation with Dez and the cornerback, how when Dez got in a fight, I mean, they were swinging, and Dez took another shot at him. But after practice, it's all cool, all love. Hey, yo, I love that boy. That's my guy. This is, how we do. That's what it's supposed to be about. That's exactly what it's supposed to be about. And I think sometimes it's needed. Dan Quinn, the coach of the Atlanta Falcons, said he doesn't want that. He doesn't tolerate that, which is cool, and I respect that. But at the same time, Atlanta Falcons is probably the one team that needed the most because they were soft last year. Chicago needs something like that because we were soft last year. But at the same time, if you got to have continuity and camaraderie, that's great as well. So, but like I said, I don't see anything wrong with that. So, this concludes my NFL diary. Once again, this is my preseason, so I'm trying to get back into form. Make sure you follow me on Twitter at Mr. Controversy21. Also, go to my website, the 3-Point Conversion website, 3pointconversion.com website. It's a website full of fans. Our slogan is where fans' opinions matter. Also, check me out on blogtalkradio.com. You search the 3-Point Conversion Sports Lounge. It's a podcast with me and my co-host. Arnold Glass was the sage of sports, and you know him from Get With It Sports, his YouTube page, his YouTube channel, and my YouTube channel. Of course, what you're watching is the 3-Point Conversion YouTube channel, or you're probably watching this on the 3pointconversion.com website. So anyway, I'll see you later. Go Bears. Oh, real quick, I have to say this. If you're watching still, I know it must be football. Yeah, I'm going to bring it up. I won't say the name or names, but I've been deleted twice. Deleted twice. And you say, why are you smiling, Mr. Controversy? First of all, I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't cuss anyone out. We were talking about sports. Either I was explaining about sports or why, you shouldn't get all fussy about sports if we're talking about sports. Right now it's football. Like I said, it's like training camp. We're ready to talk junk, talk mess, but some people can't handle that. Some people feel disrespected or feel threatened just because you talk about their player or because you make a bold statement or you make a stern statement because I say I don't like your opinion. I think it's dumb or stupid. It's football season, man. Why you getting mad? So to everybody right now, please don't take it offense. It's football season. It's how it's supposed to go. But I've been deleted twice. Can't you believe Mr. Controversy been deleted twice? How can you delete a face like this? What did I say? What would I do? It's football season, man. Come on. We talking about practice. Talking about practice, man. I'm out. Will you miss me?